My name is Louis. Hey guys, I truly apologize. It seems like it's really bad connection. Hopefully, this works here. There's a possibility because I'm in a car and I'm actually parked in my garage, so there's a possibility bad connection. So yeah, so the president, it seems like there's going to be some underground testing going on, and at the same time, you got multiple states are sounding the alarms about a huge imminent earthquake. And you guys already know underground testing does lead to ground shaking or tectonic plate shifting. All right. And yeah, so Missouri are urging residents to be prepared for earthquakes. California, Oregon, and all those other states in the West Coast are being told to prepare for possibly earthquakes. Um, Testing nuclear underground could lead to some very serious stuff. And Donald said that he wants to test nuclear. So the Wall Street Journal and multiple sources today they put out all these sources that Donald is going to start conducting nuclear tests underground. All right. So the last time that happened was back in 1991. 1991, when not Trump, when U.S. last test a nuclear, and that's some serious stuff. I mean, it's Trump said that he wants to start testing nuclear. All right, so we're gonna see what's going on here, and give me a second. I want to make sure the live stream is running properly. Can you check the live stream? And, and if you guys received a notification, leave comments down below. If you guys received the notifications, leave comments down below. Okay, so my wife is going to read the news article, and we're going to see what's going on with this one here. So this news article is coming out today, all right? The underground test. All right, so this is some serious stuff here, guys. There we go.
Trump weighing buildup, possible underground test. Trump administration considers deploying additional weapons, possibly resuming underground testing following expiration of last major U.S.-Russia arms control treaty. The administration of U.S. President Donald Trump is considering expanding Washington's arsenal and potentially resuming some form of underground testing after the expiration of the last major U.S.-Russia arms control treaty.
Now, here's the thing, guys. Why would Donald want to test nuclear? Why? I mean, it just, Ronald Reagan is probably rolling in his grave right now. All right, this is gonna lead to not a good thing. But Donald said that he want to start testing nuclear because China did it back in supposedly 2020 during lockdown. China might have tested nuclear, and so you got all these countries testing nukes. All right, go ahead, babe.
The newspaper said that recent statements from senior officials suggest Washington is reviewing options to deploy additional weapons and preparing for possible renewed testing, steps that would mark a significant shift from decades of U.S. policy aimed at limiting and reducing deployed warheads. The report followed the expiration of the New START treaty, which had capped the number of deployed strategic warheads for both the U.S. and Russia at about 1550. President Trump declined an informal extension proposed by Russian President Vladimir Putin, while the sides considered negotiating a replacement accord. On February 5th, he said Washington should seek a new, improved, and modernized nuclear arms control agreement rather than extending the New START with Moscow. Thomas DiNanno, the State Department's Undersecretary for Arms Control and International Security, told the Disarmament Forum in Geneva, Switzerland, that the expired treaty had placed unilateral constraints on Washington, and said the U.S. is now free to strengthen nuclear deterrence. Options include expanding existing forces and activating non deployed capabilities if directed by President Donald Trump.
Mm.
One potential step involves reactivating missile tubes on the U.S. Navy Ohio class submarines that had been disabled to comply with treaty limits, allowing additional nuclear armed missiles to be deployed at sea.
Mm.
Some experts believe such moves could be intended to pressure Russia and China into the arms control negotiations, while others warn they could instead trigger a broader arms buildup.
Or it could trigger World War III. So,
Danana also
yeah.
addressed testing, offering the first detailed explanation of President Trump's earlier call to resume testing on an equal basis with Russia and China.
Mm.
He suggested that Moscow and Beijing may have conducted smaller, hard to detect explosive tests, including a suspected Chinese test in 2020.
So in 2020, the lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
information is coming out. Someone is spilling the bean that China tested nuclear.
Mm.
If 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 that was the case, we would have known that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just crazy that now all this information is coming out. I mean, it's a possibility. Maybe they tested nuclear.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been underground testing, but yeah. So we are definitely seeing some countries testing their big apocalyptic toys.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, babe.
Jill Ruby, former head of the National Security Administration, told the newspaper that the administration's intentions remain unclear. The former director of Los Alamos National Laboratory also expressed surprise at the certainty of claims about foreign testing, the report said.
Mm.
The U.S. last conducted a full-scale explosive test in 1992.
1992. I think who was president? Who was president in 1992? Was it Senior Bush? Hold on. So Bill Clinton. Who was president? Yeah, was it Bill Clinton? Oh, that's it for the news.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who was president in 1992? I don't know.
President Bush?
Might have been Bill Clinton, but give me a second here, guys. So, can underground testing cause earthquakes? Underground nuclear testing can cause earthquakes, and it's crazy because Missouri is urging the resident over 1 million were told to prepare for possibly earthquakes. So underground nuclear testing can cause earthquake, but these induced events are generally small, localized, and occur within a few tens of kilometers of detonation site. The intense pressure and energy release can fracture surrounding rock, induce aftershocks, or trigger collapsed craters. These underground testing is again. I do believe it happens in Arizona. That's like all deserts. All right, so that's one of the breaking news. I think it's in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. Give me a second here. Someone asks, where's the nuclear testing going to be at? Testing. Give me a second here. Oh, Nevada. Okay, so the U.S. primarily conducts subcritical underground nuclear experiment at the Nevada National Security Site. So Nevada. All right, so that's where they do all that uh, underground testing. And not too far from that place is Area 51. All right, guys, I want to take you to another news here since we're doing a live stream. And let me know if you guys received a notification bell. Let me know if you guys received the notification bell. Give me a second here, guys. There was a doomsday radio that blasted today. All right, so I want to read this to you. And I'm going to start reading your comments pretty soon, guys. Just give me 1 second. So, Russia's doomsday radio station goes heavily active today. Now, it's crazy because it seems like um, they put out 23 messages in one day. That is the most, I believe. That is the most ever. So Russia's doomsday radio station goes heavily active today. Something apparently extremely serious is taking place. So Russia doomsday radio station, which broadcast coded messages to Russian forces and assist worldwide, has broken all activity records today. Since midnight in Russia, the radio station has made 23 individual coded broadcasts. This has never taken place before. That's some serious stuff there. It may be related to Iran, as something very big is taking place with Iran situation today. 23. That is some stuff there. 23. Oh, and guys, we do have some updates. Early this morning, babe, there was a lockdown in El Paso, Texas. There was some mysterious object that flew over the border from Mexico to the US. And so this strange object was taken out by US forces. And they said that it might have been the cartel's drones. And so come to find out, it wasn't a cartel drones. It was a birthday balloon.
A birthday balloon?
And a lot of people is like, that's very embarrassing. um, yeah, it was a birthday balloon. Give me a second here. Let me go back on X. Man.
Wow.
Also, guys, there was a meteor in Indiana and Ohio. There was a meteor in Indiana and Ohio. So a fireball was observed by witnesses in Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and Wisconsin. 5 states reported seeing this meteor sighting. It was first spotted above Trinity, Indiana, and traveling 48 miles before disintegrating above the town of Laura, Ohio. Wow. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. So yeah, so Russia doomsday radio station shows anomalous activity, 23 coded messages in a single day. That is the most ever. An absolute record, according to internet users tracking the situation. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And please pray for the people in Canada. There was that mass shooting that took place in Canada. I mean, it was crazy. The world is absolute upside down. All right, let me just read some of your comments. And guys, I got a video coming up. It's gonna be at 2 a.m. Eastern time. All right. Let me just read some of your comments. Hey, Eric, thank you so much for the 99 super chat and the upside down emoji. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Someone say it's a doomsday, it's a birthday doomsday balloon. Yeah.
Even $1, because they said, sorry, that's all they have. Look, even $1 blesses us, so thank you for that.
Nah, don't worry about. Hey, again, $1, anything. I mean, that's a blessing. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. And sorry about the $1, but I'm broke, so they. No, Eric, don't worry about it, brother. Hey, man, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Giving a thumbs up and sharing the video it's again, it's even much appreciated. But thank you so much. And again, guys, we really, really appreciate you tuning in this late night live stream with us. Yeah, so I was gonna say something else and I forgot. We just got home too, guys. We just got home too. Usually I do have all these news already set up, but it's been very busy today, extremely busy. A new report shows that Californians are some of the biggest spenders. Okay, I don't know why I'm reading this, but this is coming out from Raw's Alert. So he's putting out this message literally right now. A new report shows that Californians are some of the biggest spenders on OnlyFans. Residents of California spent a combined of $350 million on OnlyFans last year. $350 million.
Disgusting.
That is disgusting. Again, for those of you, again, OnlyFans is a site that I wouldn't recommend no one to go to. All right, that's
It's
where
a perverse site.
That's like desperate people that will try to make money. All right, desperate people that will try to make money. It's crazy, absolute craziness. People take pictures of their feet and post the picture on OnlyFans, and believe it or not, people pay money.
They do more than just feet.
I mean, they do crazy stuff. Take picture of their feet. They probably sell. It's just a whole bunch of crazy stuff. It's a site. Again, I'm not trying to be mean here, but it's a site that is filled with perversion. All right, it's just very disturbing, and it's just, man, almost $400 million.
There's a lot of perverts out there.
Who pays for something like that?
Perverts.
And I remember this was crazy news several years ago. This woman is like, I'm selling farts in mason jars. I mean, come on. And people buy it too.
I mean, you never wanted to buy some.
I got this. It's just, no, there's people out there that would spend this much money.
There's some desperate men and women out there. They'll spend the money.
I mean, it's crazy. There's hardworking people out there right now working at the warehouse, and they're working really hard, minimum wage. They come home working 12-hour shift, and again, they don't bring much home. But then you have people that is selling feet pictures and all that type of stuff online, and they make thousands of dollars. It's just crazy. It's absolute crazy. It is. And then you have people online like the false prophets. It's just, I got a word from Jesus. I got a word from God. Listen to me. It just, it's sad. It is.
Yep.
It's sad. They use the Lord name for benefits, for money, and for fame, and again, they're gonna have to answer to God when it comes to that. They're gonna have to answer to God. Anyways, stay away from OnlyFans. Stay away from that. Again, it's just people that go there desperately trying to sell anything, and you know, it just a site that was not meant for anyone. And it's crazy because you see it on X, you see it on Instagram. This is why I don't have Instagram. I don't have none of those platforms. I just have X. But again, you got these women's and even guys showing their bodies, and it's just insane. But when I talk about Jesus Christ, when I talk about Jesus Christ on Instagram, I get suspended. And I got suspended many times. But when you show off your body, the platform, they love it. Good job, good job. Here, we're gonna share your stuff. Anyways, what are your thoughts, baby?
Same thing.
All right, so give me a second here, guys. So people is not liking the new mayor of New York. They're not liking him. They're not liking him.
Shocker.
There's another issue going on, and I guess you have New Yorkers, like the teachers in school, are rising up against the new mayor. So it's not looking good for the mayor. It's not looking good. And
They gotta suck it up.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. People voted for that. So again, you're just gonna have to suck it up.
Hopefully next time they'll listen to us.
Yeah. Well, not listen, but again, they need to do their research. Common sense. Ain't nothing in this world free. Ain't nothing in this world free.
People will say, well, here's the thing though, it works. It's just never been done the right way. Think about that.
Yep. I'm gonna read some of your comments, guys, but I'm just seeing if there's any more like news here.
The only reason why that area isn't collapsing completely is because of capitalism.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And people will say, look at what's that one country that's a socialist nation?
Venezuela.
No, it's
Cuba.
Is it Switzerland or? Supposedly it's like the happiest place on earth, but they're not socialist. People always love to use them and say that they're a socialist nation, which they're not. They'll tell you that they're not.
All right. Let me read some of your comments. I'm not saying anything else here. Pretty slow night. We just wanted to just hang out with you guys, and I know we were like 10 minutes late. I know
Sweden, yeah.
Huh?
No, they put Sweden. It's just, yeah.
Sweden.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah. That's a new member that became that's the new member for NATO.
But people who support socialism or socialists, they always use Sweden and say, well, Sweden is a socialist country. No, it's not.
How about the Pam Bondi response today? I saw a little bit of it, but man, I believe that when it comes to joining politics, you must be slow to anger. You need to control yourself. But man, Pam Bondi, those women's, I'm like, man, it just, you have one. She was very upset and she just walked out. But it was really brutal to watch. I didn't watch the whole thing, but Pam Bondi, she didn't back down, but yeah, it's just really brutal. Now, again, these people said that, they said, Donald, Pam Bondi, and Department of Homeland Security Secretary Christy Norm. There was like, you are in power right now, but it will be a time that you would lose that power. And when you lose that power, we will come after you and we will charge you, we will prosecute you. And so I believe this midterm election, I believe the left is going to win the House and the Senate.
I thought we already went through this.
No. The one that you saw was like, mayor stuff and governors and stuff. But this is the big one. Midterm is the big one. It's a big test for Donald. If the left wins the House and the Senate, they could go after Donald and
They've been going after
impeachment.
him. What's new?
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to work, so.
Well, again, if they have enough seats, they could impeach him.
Yeah, impeaching means nothing. It's just a waste of taxpayer dollars.
Yeah. Well, they can impeach him, and then
that doesn't mean he's guilty.
Yeah. But if he's impeached, then he could always go to the Supreme Court, and they could. I mean, I don't know how all that's going to play out, but if the Democrats win the House and the Senate, it's going to be really bad for Donald.
Well, they're a bunch of hypocrites, though.
But again, it's politics, it's politics. The left have the power, and then years later, the right get the power. It goes back and forth. It's it's one bird, just two wings. It's the same bird. So yeah, so it just, I feel like a lot of these women's in politics, they need to kind of take it easy, slow down, take a chill pill. Yeah, so Pam Bondi was being yelled at by a whole bunch of compliment.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but again, it's politics. Sweden, someone said, I'm glad for making the right move away from the Conservative Party before his second term. Here's the thing, guys, is that, again, if I had to choose a party, I'd choose more of a Republican. But I'm a type of person that
I never do Democrat.
I'm a type of person that I'm more biblical. A Republican, but a biblical. The Republican back in like the 1800s, when these men were Christians. Not today. Everybody today, they claim to be a Christian or a Catholic, but they still support the abomination. Donald says, I'm a Christian, I'm a Christian, I'm a Christian. But he's too prideful.
1 minute he says, and the next minute he says he's not.
He's too prideful. I mean, look, I pray for Donald. I do. I pray for him. I pray that, for him and his family, and I pray for his salvation. But again, he's not in the right path. He's not in the right path. And he's surrounded by a whole bunch of, not Christ-likes, but he's surrounded by a whole bunch of different type of people.
Which is why it's not surprising that he's not a Christian.
And the pastor that he follows,
she's not a pastor.
Don't tell me her name. Let me see. Oh, what's her name?
No, you said not to tell you.
What's her name?
Paula White.
Paula White. Yeah, Paula White. Again, here's the thing. And this is all scripture. Please, please, please don't take this the wrong way.
Oh, somebody's going to take it the wrong way.
In the book of Timothy, and even Paul says it, that when it comes to the church, the man is the head of the church. A woman must remain silent. All right, so a man is the one that runs the church, head of the church. All right, now when you have these women being pastors, I just feel like it just, a lot of people's not reading the scriptures right. And please don't take that the wrong way, please. It's in the words, it's in scriptures. I mean, you got God, God comes first, and then you got men, women, and children, and then animal. It's not God, women, children, and men. It doesn't work like that.
Paula White is a storyteller. That's all she is.
About to drink all about her blast.
Don't drink all of it. That woman's deceiving many people, and people do not want to read the scriptures. And even if they do read the scriptures, they will still make excuses for that woman, even though that woman is somebody that you need to mark and avoid.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to Gaza, I don't know if Donna knows anything about Gaza in scripture. All right, if you read like First Samuel or Second Samuel, I mean King David, right? And then you have Saul, and well, it starts in First Samuel. You have the Israelites going against the Philistines, and these Philistines, many of them, they come from like the Gaza territory. Goliath comes from near that area from Gaza. And again, I mean, that's where they stayed at. Those were like, I think, the Canaanites.
Mm-hmm.
So that region is cursed, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And so for Donald to say, I'm going to own Gaza, Gaza is mine.
First of all, he doesn't own it. God owns it.
Yeah.
God already said it will not flourish.
So Donald says, I'm going to own Gaza. It's going to be mine, and I'm going to rebuild it, and I'm going to,
good luck.
I want the people to get out of there, and Elon is like, I'm gonna spend a lot of money. We're going to make Gaza this brand new city, right? Smart city and everything, and it's going to be all brand new. And it's just...
It belongs to God. It doesn't belong to them.
It belongs to God, yeah.
If God allows them to, then God allows them to. But it doesn't belong to Trump. It belongs to God.
Yeah. I mean, keep your eyes on Gaza. Gaza is going to be the big one, the big prize. Guys, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Not too many people tuned in. I think the platform is being strict again. I mean, the weekends, we get a lot of views, but the weekdays is just... and it's happening to everyone. So I don't know what's going on with the platform. But we usually get like 400 people. But, we got like almost 90,000 followers. So there's something wrong with this platform. It broke or something. But anyway, just keep your eyes on Gaza. All right, keep your eyes on Gaza. Gaza is like the big one, all right, the Mideast. Benjamin is still here. So Benjamin spoke with Donald, and they spoke for like almost 4 hours behind closed doors. And so they were discussing Iran. They were discussing about the Mideast. And I guarantee they were discussing about Gaza. But before Donald leaves, there's going to be a lot of things in the Mideast that's going to change. Gaza, possibly leadership in Iran. There's probably going to be some new leadership. Who knows? But yeah. Someone said men should all encourage one another anyway. They shouldn't have a high-ranking minister. Someone say Trump is on some Kool-Aid. Oh. I like Trump. A lot of stuff that he did, when it comes to the border and stuff like that, he did pretty good. But the thing about Donald is that he loves to help his buddies.
Yep.
He loves to help his rich friends, all right? But again, like I said, the poor is struggling. The poor people are struggling. They are.
You know what I don't like about him?
What?
I don't like that if you are on his side,
Yeah.
he's nice to you. But the second you say anything, even if it's not an attack, but just a rebuke, it's like automatically you're his enemy.
Yeah. I mean, look at Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she backed Donald up all the way for many years, since 2016.
He doesn't like to be corrected.
But Marjorie Taylor Greene is like one of the hardcore conservative. All right, she's like, hey, Donald, what's the Jeffrey list? All right, you promised the people you're going to release it. And Donald promised, he did. Donald said, if I become commander, I will release the documents. But then something happened. It's like he got this blondie attorney general, and then he just, I don't know, things just changed. So
That's
My,
why.
huh?
That's because leaders, they need to surround themselves by people that are actually going to be good and beneficial for them. But he didn't do that. He surrounded himself with a lot of wolves.
And a lot of blondies. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, no, again, he has a press secretary, Blondie, Pam, Blondie. Again, I'm not trying to be mean here, but anyways, what was I saying? Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Um, yeah, and then Dan Bongino, he came out and said, "Look, I'm out of here." Elon Musk, he told Donald, "I'm out of here." So it just, it's very sad that,
Once they all start walking away, you gotta say to yourself, what's going on?
yeah, I mean, these are three very, very, very important people: Elon Musk, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Dan Bongino. All three of them said, "Adios, Donald. Goodbye." And Donald called him out. He didn't call out Dan Bongino, but he did call out Elon, and he did call out Marjorie Taylor Greene. He called her Marjorie Taylor Brown. But it just, Donald, these are the people that helped you.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people that. Now, I can understand people don't like Bad Bunny, but Puerto Ricans also voted for Trump. They did. Puerto Rico is a US territory, and they voted for Trump. They backed Trump all the way. But it just, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I like Trump, but I like the first term Donald. The first term Donald was more hardcore. He was more of an outsider. But this Donald second term is a politician now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the point is. Someone said.
What the point is of what?
Uh, what the point is of what? Catching you live. God bless. Say Stitch for hire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call. I mean, not call, but check on the moderators and ask them if they receiving the notification. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it.
Drink some of the soda. Is your throat dry?
Yeah, it's really dry.
Drink the soda.
I've been drinking a lot of it. It's almost done.
Just drink it. Take it.
A terrifying admission about Chinese warship on Australia's doorstep. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
Hopefully, you all had a wonderful Wednesday. We went to church today.
Ooh.
I joined a new women's study. Also, I have my own Patreon for the ladies that follow this his channel. If you go to Barefoot on the Homestead over on Patreon, I post some things. Like, I post a lot of stuff about, or I'm going to be posting things about homemaking, homeschooling, things that are going on in our life. I'm doing a book club. I'm doing some free printables over there. I'm also doing my Bible reading. So every day I'll read a book. Oh, that looked like a big animal right there.
Oh.
Every day I read a book. So right now I'm reading through Matthew. I did 25 and I just did 26. So yeah, if you go to Barefoot on the Homestead, I have my Patreon there.
Yeah, so we're gonna share the link. You want to share? Just share it on the thing, on the live chat. Guys, Candace Owens, I don't know what's wrong with her, but the woman,
It's crazy.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, she needs prayer. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, a brother in Christ that was taken out by, I forget his name, but he did pass away, And his wife, Erica, she's basically taken his spot at Turning Point USA. But Candace Owens won't stop. I mean, leave that woman alone and stop bringing up the name Charlie Kirk. Let that name rest in peace. She's just constantly just bringing the name up and all these crazy stories. She's doing that because the views are terrible and it just bring in a lot of people. But Candace Owens is saying that no, is it Erica?
Erica Kirk.
Erica Kirk should be in jail. Erica Kirk should be thrown in jail. I'm like, Candace Owens, just knock it
She's
off.
conspiracy. It brings the views.
Just knock it off. Just leave her alone. She lost her husband, and it just Candace Owens just. I mean, she needs prayer. She does. She needs prayer.
So the Watchman says, Lewis, what is the point of all the corrupt society? What are we achieving anymore? I mean, all this stuff that you're seeing it's part of a plan. It's part of a plan to destroy things and bring about a whole new system thing. So all of this stuff, it's not surprising. What are they trying to achieve? Well, this is an old world and they want to bring a new world. Yeah. That's really what it is. Evil abounds. Evil wants to be greater than God.
Mm-hmm.
So the enemy is doing a good job of putting evil in the heart of man, in the heart of these leaders.
Yeah.
And just think of it this way, it's all getting us closer towards what's coming for the end. So
yeah. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Here's the thing too, guys. Oh, go ahead.
He says the new system is not something to look forward to. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's coming is going to be very terrifying, So yeah, no, it's not something to look forward to.
Well, what's happening in New York, the governor has passed a law and is going to take effect August of 2026 that people could actually end their life by making that decision. I don't know what they give them, like a pill or something.
There's different ways. There's pills, there's injections, there's all kinds of ways.
So basically,
Canada's been doing it for years.
It's a way for you to pass away in peace without feeling any pain. And if people does, if someone is like, okay, I'm gonna do that. I mean, it just, to me, it's not good. It's not good. When Jesus was whipped, spit at, beaten, and pierced on the cross, did Jesus call the angels and said, "Get me off the cross. God, end this"? No, Jesus went on and went on and went on, and he dealt with the pain and suffering until the very end. All right? And that's something that we need to follow too. We are going to face that last minute or moment of suffering. But again,
it's eugenics.
Eventually, all that will go away and we will be separated from this body. Our spirit will go back to the Lord and we're going to see Jesus. But if you want to take the easy way out, a different route, it's just not the answer. And actually, you're not going to wake up in the right place. You're not going to wake up in the right place. It's going to be a place that was not meant for us. And the governor of New York, she's going to have to answer to God. Also, she passed a law saying that committing adultery in New York is not considered a crime.
Remember that if they can get you to do it, then they don't need to do it to you.
Yeah.
It clears their conscience, wash their hands of it, But this is something that's been happening in Canada for quite a long time now, but it's just eugenics.
I don't know what's going on in Canada. I mean, Canada, I know it's not your fault, the people out there, but man, you got some individuals in a spotlight that is pure evil. Mm-hmm. Man, they just pure evil.
We've also got our own in here.
I mean, it's just getting worse. It's getting worse by the hour.
Yeah.
I mean, we're supposed to be a one nation under God. Instead, we are one nation under the devil or something.
Like I said yesterday, with every generation,
Yeah.
you grow closer to losing what you have.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
There you go.
You know, YouTube really changed everything around. I'm trying to see how long we've been on the live stream.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. All right. See if I could put in another 10 minutes, but 145 likes. Thank you so much, guys. The reason why we didn't get too many people online is because we lost connection. So we lost connection and a lot of people kind of left. Charlie was a time traveler. He's from the X-Men school. She's doing rituals by Come on.
Is that what Candace says?
Older Bones said that.
No, I'm saying, did Candace say that? Is that why we're saying it?
I don't know. All I know is there's no such thing as time traveling. There's no such thing as a time traveling. I mean, absolutely not. If that was the case, I mean, this world would not exist.
So many conspiracies out there. So
Yeah.
many.
It's crazy. I don't know. I guess the Twilight Zone kind of messed up people's head.
God just gave him over to a debased mind.
Yeah. I remember there was this one episode of Twilight Zone where this little girl, she ended up going through the wall in her bedroom, and then she ended up in a different dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Oh, man. I guess time traveler. Oh, I'm talking about time travel. Guys, I was talking to my wife about my dreams. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but when I dream, my dreams are in black and white. It's never color. It's like the honeymoons or like the old school TV, black and white. So my dreams is never colors. It's always black and white. Do you guys have dreams like that? Is it colors or black and white? But yeah, ever since when I was a little boy, my dreams has always been black and white, and yeah.
Mine's always been in color. It's very rare for people's dreams to be in black and white.
Yeah, so
at least that's what they say.
Yeah, so my dream is like, ugh. And then, yeah, I had this dream, and it led to sleep paralysis. And boy, oh boy, that was not pretty.
I never had that either.
A sleep paralysis?
Mm-hmm.
You do not want to experience a sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
It is not pretty.
I'll be okay.
No, it's not pretty.
I'll be okay. Not much brings me fear.
It's not pretty.
It won't be pretty for the demonic stuff that's trying to influence me. That won't be pretty.
Sleep paralysis, I had it, I think last time I had it was back in 2018. I was sleeping and I felt my whole body just, it's like man, what do you call it? It's like, hold on before I forget. It's like the goosebump, goosebump feeling.
Yeah.
It was throughout my whole body, and I woke up, but my eyes were still closed, and I couldn't move my body. I couldn't move my finger. I couldn't move nothing. And I woke up, and I was trying to move, and I couldn't, and I was too afraid to open my eyes because it feels like someone is on top of you. So it feels like someone is on top of you. You're trying to move, and they always say if you open your eyes, something's going to be right in front of you. But yeah, according to some people, it's basically your spine, like your lower back. It's like you're paralyzed.
Well, no, what it is you when you're sleeping, your brain goes into like a REM sleep, and you start thinking about it's a way. So, the reason we have dreams is basically to keep us alive because our brain needs to be constantly moving, and so we think about the things that we've done through the day or things that we've seen, things that we've heard, even in like our subconscious. So when we're sleeping, we're replaying all of those things. Now, what happens is there's some sort of like disconnect. So you're awake, but you're also still asleep. So your brain is having a hard time of differentiating what's real and what's not, because even though you're awake, your mind is still in this dream area. So that's really all it is. It's just the brain being confused, pretty much.
Now, some other country believe that it's a demonic attack. Indians believe that it's demon spirits. So because it feels like someone is on top of you because you can't breathe. It's like someone is on top of you. You're trying to push them away or something.
Well, I mean, your brain doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Your brain is what controls your breathing. It controls your talking. I mean, everything. You need your brain in order to do all those things. So, is it demonic? I don't think so. I mean, could it become demonic? I mean, possibly. But if you're saved, then no. There's no possibility that there's some sort of demon that's
Now, I was trying to fight, like trying to wake up, and so I couldn't. So I said the name Jesus, 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 and poof! It just, I got the movements, and I'm like, whoa, woo! I can breathe now. And of course, I looked at you, and I woke you up, and
When I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. I don't even know what's going on.
it was brutal. It was brutal. It was the most disturbing thing I ever felt in my life.
I'm sorry. You needed me and I failed.
No, baby. How do you describe the dream I had that came true in the hospital once it happens exactly how I saw it? I guess that's what you call a vision. So,
That's cool. Yeah.
no. Can explain that. I can explain that one there.
Well, here's the thing. Your brain, your mind, hold on to a lot more things than what you realize.
Yeah.
So, when things seem like it's coincidence, your brain is retaining more things than what you've memorized. So, like for instance, around COVID time, right? All of that was happening. We were seeing, it was talked about everywhere. People were seeing things and whatnot. And then people were saying, well, it's going to come over here. Like before it came over here and it was still over there. People are like, well, it's going to come over here. I'm having dreams about it and whatnot because you're seeing it. So the odds of something like that happening, I mean, your brain is holding on to it. You're seeing what's going on. It's not really hard to predict a lot of things that could end up happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a lot of people had that feeling 2020 was going to be a bad year.
The brain is amazing. It is amazing. It is powerful. It really is. It's something else.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to give it another 7 minutes and then we're going to end the stream. But we want to thank you so much for tuning in. Let me go on X and see if there's any breaking news. Now, I do have one more video. It's going to be 2 a.m. And I want to thank every single one of you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. Yeah. Seems like this is all of it here. El Salvador president urges world leaders to seek God's wisdom, to seek for Jesus Christ. El Salvador president called world leaders to prioritize God's wisdom over riches or fame during his US National Prayer Breakfast speech. He drew from Solomon's story where God offered anything, but the wise king chose discernment to govern justly. I like this new president from El Salvador. He's punishing the wicked. He's taking all these gang MS-13 and throwing them in jail, and he's also playing hymns in prison. So
Well, Jehoshaphat,
yeah,
when he was bringing up leaders and stuff, and he told them, he said, seek God's will.
yeah.
Absolutely. Need to stay in prayer.
So this is the person that did the shooting in Canada.
I know, I already saw. Goodness, man. But you notice that they're hush-hush on it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't help them.
All right. So hopefully Donald does a lot better this year compared to last year. Now, he helped a lot of rich people. Rich people became more rich.
Should have
Now,
helped us more.
now they're talking about the $2,000 stimulus, the $2,000 stimulus check. All right. So we don't know when that's going to come out. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Stimulus check. As of early 2026, there are no new federal Trump stimulus check being issued. Instead, legislation has increased the child tax credit to $2,200 per child for the 2025 tax year. So that's going to be for this year. So if you work and you have children, it's going to be $2,200 per child. Additionally, a new $1,000 Trump account pilot program for children born between 2025 and 2028. Does this include dogs? I mean, we have cats and dogs. All right. Um, when is Trump said that he doesn't need the approval of Congress to release the stimulus. Then I don't know what he's waiting for. He could just do it now.
I know.
Based on information available as of early 2026, there is no official approved plan for a Trump stimulus to be released in 2026.
You know, when they want their money, they take it right away. But with this, they just tease us.
So it says here, are we getting the the $2,000 stimulus check this year? Well, with the 2026 tax season underway, rumblings persist about stimulus checks, tariff, dividend, payment, inflation checks, and tax rebate. Give me a second here. So there has been no official confirmation from Congress or the IRS to support claims about a fourth stimulus check, and any such news should be taken with caution as it could be misinformation, fraud, or tax scam, according to warning from the IRS. So Trump promised $2,000 tariff dividend payments to middle income people. So there's no stimulus check for the poor people. This is only for the middle class. Trump promised $2,000 tariff dividend payment to middle income people, and lower income people. So for the poor too, if I'm not mistaken. From the hundreds of millions of dollars collected in tariffs, revenues still lacks from proposal despite promises. It doesn't give any date. It doesn't give any date. So we don't know when this $2,000 is going to be released. But Donald mentioned like around possibly summertime. But other than that, this is all the information here, guys. And I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in. Yeah, we just hit the 1 hour. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in and spending time with us.
Yep. Thank you.
Rusty's like, Lewis, please show Jessica.
I'm a mystery.
Here's the thing. Have you guys ever watched Home Improvement? What's that neighbor name?
Wilson?
Yeah,
Wilson.
I think Wilson. I mean, you can't see his face. I mean, it's just his eyes and
I'm a
stuff.
mystery.
She don't want to be in front of the camera. She don't like being in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But if you follow her on TikTok and all that, she'd be all over TikTok.
Still not showing my face on TikTok. Well, very rarely do I do. It's like to answer like a question biblically, like a Bible question. But before we get off, if you're a woman who wants to or who likes homesteading, homemaking, homeschooling, has questions, you like reading, I did create a Patreon. It's Barefoot on the Homestead. And I try to post where I record a Bible reading. I'm trying to post that every day. I do have some freebies that I'm creating. I think I have two. I have 2 recipes that my family loves, breakfast recipes. I created a Discord, so when you join Patreon, you'll get a link for Discord for a book club that I created on there. And yeah, it's just basically just sharing with you guys the stuff that happens throughout my day. I do a journal entry. I just wrote my first journal entry over there about my day, what it looked like. So yeah, lots of ideas that I have that are coming. But it's Barefoot on the Homestead. You can go there. I do have the free account, and then I have the paid account. In the paid account, you do have also like a 7-day free trial. But I'm still putting things on here, so it's not like too much. But eventually, I do want to do like podcast style with you over there. Oh yeah. And you can chat with me over there too. I just posted my Matthew chapter 26 reading, which the readings I have over there, they're free for the free membership, so anybody can listen to those.
All right. You shared the link, right? On the live chat?
I shared it. Let me share it again.
So we didn't receive the notification for this live stream.
My phone's also on D&D, so.
Yeah, it's turned on. So we didn't receive the notification. Yeah, we have multiple accounts on YouTube, and we didn't receive a notification for this live stream. And go figure why there's not too many people on. But it's strange because we were supposed to get that notification. I don't know if YouTube forgot to send out the notification, but yeah, we didn't receive the notification. So yeah, the story of our lives. I guess YouTube is going to send out the notification once we end the live stream. I guess they're doing it backwards now. Man.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's why people's like, oh man, I can't believe I missed your live stream. You didn't miss it. It's as, they didn't send out the notifications. Yeah, we need to start doing that email notification. Which I have to figure out how to do that. And it does cost an arm and a leg to send out notifications, especially the amounts of video that I post. Yeah.
I know.
What happened?
No, nothing. Someone said I just got the notification.
Okay, we're gonna end it here. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. So we're gonna end it here, but thank you so much for your support.
And if you go at the beginning of the video, we talked about the topic.
Yeah, we just hang out with you guys once
At
we're
the
done.
end.
Yeah. So again, thank you so much for watching. I got a video coming up at 2 a.m. Eastern time. People's like, man, Lewis, man, you don't sleep. I don't sleep. I don't sleep. I get plenty of sleep once I'm dead. I'm kidding, guys.
He sleeps.
I'm kidding. Anyway, have a good night. Yeah, be safe. God bless you all. Till next time later. Peace.